Wow, he really said a lot. I just want to take this time to share a little short story about myself. Well, in 1994, I became Singapore's youngest national champion at the age of 12, and I began representing Singapore since I was 13. And then in 99, I got a scholarship here to Tech. In 2003, I graduated, and I was a recipient of many awards, different kinds of honors and awards. And by Singapore standards, my so-called accomplishments, were considered rather exemplary. And so I thought to myself, gosh, I did it. I've set a solid foundation for my life right now. For 21 years, I've worked hard, I've come to where I am, and now I'm just ready to get out there and conquer the world. So in a way, when I left Tech, my life was on a high. And I was just all set to, build upwards from this foundation that I had set. But then fast forward 10 years to 2013, things didn't work out as I had expected, and I reached an all-time low. My world began to fall apart when I returned to Singapore. In 2013, I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and clinical depression. And so I had become reliant on sleeping pills and medication to get through the days and the nights. Physically, I was also suffering from what doctors called an incurable autoimmune disease that basically caused infection and inflammation to my digestive system. Professionally, on the work front, my career, I set up a tennis academy called Ignite Tennis Academy. And in 2013, that year, it collapsed. We went from 250 students to 25 students due to a relocation move. And so, everything and anything that could have gone wrong went wrong. And, my life was a mess, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, professionally. And I fell into this world of just darkness and despair. It's so ironic because 10 years before that, my life was on a high and I was just all ready to go out there and do something. And then 10 years later, I was unable to see the light and I was on the brink of death, staring at suicide. And, but something happened right at the moment I was about to put an end to my life. And that very moment was the moment that I encountered Jesus, the living God. And since then, my life has completely, even supernaturally transformed because I have been miraculously delivered of all my mental illnesses. I have been I have even been healed from what doctors called was an incurable disease. And it's been 3 years now, almost 3 years, and I'm completely medication-free. And Ignite Tennis Academy, the academy which I set up with my friends, we have relocated, and now we're actually based in 3 locations, and we're flourishing. And so, that dark cloud that once suffocated me, that suffocated the life out of me, was kind of just lifted off. And since then, I've finally been able to see the light and, to see life in a whole new perspective. And so I've kind of shared my story, the shortest version of it I can, as a way today to review my heart's posture as I stand before you tonight. Because today I love Jesus, my God, more than anyone or anything in life. And so he is the one person or the first person that I really want to give thanks to tonight. Because I would not be here if he had not saved me from my own hands of destruction. I would not be here if he hadn't blessed me with the gift of playing tennis and the passion to play. And I definitely would not be here if he had not blessed me with the people I would like to now thank, the people who made it possible for me to be here tonight. So firstly would be my parents. My parents sacrificed so much emotionally, financially, to let go and to allow this 14-year-old to leave Singapore to come to the US alone at the age of 14 to pursue tennis. Without them, I would never have been in the US and I would never have been to Georgia Tech. So I'm really thankful to God for my parents. I would also like to thank Georgia Tech and the amazing people here, because Tech was so special to me. Prior to coming to Tech, tennis has always been an individual sport. But coming here, I've experienced the joys of being part of a team, a very close-knitted team that trained together, studied together, slept together, ate together, laughed together, cried together. It was a family. And we as a team, as a family, looked up and really respected our leader and our coach, Brian Shelton. Coach Shelton was like a father to us away from home, and he was my role model because he always led by example. He was dedicated to bringing out the best in each of us as tennis players and more importantly as people. And so, it is no doubt that he is the reason why the Georgia Tech women's tennis program has flourished over the years and even won our first NCAA title in 2007. And for me, I consider myself so blessed to have been coached by him, and it's such an honor to have my name alongside with him in the Hall of Fame. And it was under Coach Shelton's leadership and guidance, and together with the unwavering support here from my teammates, from trainers, academic advisors, and everyone from the athletics department who, in so many different ways just came together and helped to spur me on and to bring out the best in me in the classrooms and on the tennis court. And so tonight I stand here looking at this induction, and it's a reflection of the incredible support that I received from my Georgia Tech family. And I'm just so thankful, so thank you, Georgia Tech, for just the amazing college experience and this great, amazing honor to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And, I am so thankful to God that I have been and will always be a yellow jacket, and a rambling rat from Georgia Tech. So, thank you very much for this opportunity, and God bless you all.